that got drafted on the bubble. Everything is gonna be okay though, cause we do this thing on the Urban Therapy Show. And I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope that you're feeling the same. We got game. No lames. Yeah, we stay the same. If I have to go through it, I'ma name names. Other people that I know that are giving a lot. I want to make sure that I give you your spot and let you have a platform so you can say what you want to say. So we do this today. I know I'm a little late, but I'm lucky to be here at all because I have to stay installed. Because I got things to do outside of being in front of this camera for you. And ain't nothing wrong with being in front of this camera for you, because that's something that I really like to do. Today we talk about being at the kitchen table. I'm at the kitchen table right now. It's the dining room, but wait a minute, still counts. That's where you eat. So we gonna talk about the kitchen table. Does it make a family stronger? Make it last longer? Is the communication going hard? Yo, does it really matter to you with the God? Well, that's what we're talking about today on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Yo, the kitchen table or not? The kitchen table or not? Well, you know, I thought about this show for a minute and I was like, well, does it really matter? Does it really matter whether you and your family, you and your spouse, you and your man, you and your woman, you and your kids? Does it matter if you eat at the kitchen table? Is it a requirement? Like when we eat at the kitchen table. Yo, you ain't gotta talk. I ain't gotta say nothing but you eat here. Yeah, we around each other there. Anyway, yeah. So the kitchen table or not, you know, I figured that we might be able to unlock some things that we hadn't thought about previously by doing a show like this. I never really thought about it hard, but growing up, traditionally for a lot of people, the kitchen table is where they ate. But did everybody do that? And really, when you think about it, when you went over to your friends' houses and stuff like that, did they eat at the kitchen table? Did the whole family eat at the same time? Was dinner time, supper time always the same time? And y'all made sure that y'all were there to represent, make sure when the money is spent on the meal that you devised to feed the fam, I am here and I'm going to be spam. No, not spamming out to all of y'all. We up in the crib because this is the place we live. So that's how it's going down on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. How y'all feeling this afternoon on this 14th of September? How did we get to the 14th of September already? Please, somebody let me know how we got to the 14th of September already. How did we get here? How did we get here? But we here. I'm not sure. I could have sworn it was just September 1st. I could have sworn it was just Labor Day. Is it just me? It can't be just me, but if it's me right now, then that's how it's going down. We gonna talk about how it's going down. Everything is going everything is going everything is going to be all right. Yeah, you game tight. All right. So how y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there? Grown woman, don't try me. Grown woman, don't try me says, are we on CP time? Listen, if you only knew, listen, I was going through it this morning. You know what I mean? I ain't going to tell all of y'all what's going on. You know how you have one of those, you know how you used to play them puzzles back in the day where you had a picture of one thing, and then it was a side-by-side picture of the same thing, and you had to figure out what was missing on the thing? Yeah, you had to figure out what was missing on the thing. So sometimes it might have been a small detail. Like maybe there was a man with a tie on in the first picture and he didn't have a tie on the other picture. You know, maybe there was a sun in the background or a picture in the background on one picture and it was missing on the other picture. That's kind of like what I'm going through in my life, going through in my life, going through. So that's what's going on. That's how it's going down on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. So that's what happened. Grown woman, don't try me. And I meant to be here. I was physically here, but I couldn't be here yet. But I am now, and we're gonna make this thing happen. What up? T Carry Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my people going directly into your site. And Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Thanks for coming through. Good to see you, girl. And we got Mr. Joker 5280 says, did you watch the debate? I sure did. TK Right says, with my kids, we ate dinner together every night. I lived it and I miss it. You probably meant this right. I loved it and I miss it. Okay. Grown woman says, we sat at the kitchen table for meals with my grandmom and my dad. Okay. All right. Mr. Joker says, hello, grown woman. Give me a shout out. Grown woman says, I love them puzzles. Yeah, because you have a keen eye for detail. Okay. All right. You say it gets better, son? Oh, it better. It better get better. CC Lee Jean, what's going on? Good to see you coming back through. Haven't seen you around in a while. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. The kitchen table or not. Do you know, I know that back in the day, a lot of people ate at the kitchen table. At my crib, we ate at the kitchen table, but we didn't always eat at the kitchen table. When I was young, we ate at the kitchen table, but we didn't eat at the dining room table. If you know what I mean. You know, we had a small table in the kitchen and a bigger table in the dining room. So we didn't eat at the dining room table every night. Now, in the house that I grew up with, it was just me and my two sisters, my two older sisters, my mom and my dad. On Sundays, sometimes we ate at the dining room table. But for the most part, my mom cooked dinner and my dad he wasn't home at the same time every night. So she would have his dinner ready for whenever he came in. And me and my sister or whatever, I think, used to eat at the kitchen table. So we'd be like, all right, dinner's ready, you know what I mean? Like, all right. And I remember my sister teasing me because I had this spoon that I wanted to eat with all the time. And it was my favorite spoon. She used to be like, so you can't eat with another spoon? Straight clowning me. And I was like, my spoon is my spoon. You know how kids are. They get attached to one little thing, one little concept. However it goes, they on that shit. And you ain't getting them up off of it. So we did eat at the kitchen table when I was in single digits. I don't remember eating at the kitchen table after age 10. I do not remember that. Now, who knows? No, I know. I remember. Once we got big enough, old enough, mature enough, in the high enough grade or whatever, we didn't eat as a family like that. But we didn't eat as a family like that anyway. Me and Dita had to eat at the kitchen table. I don't remember seeing Shell at the kitchen table. So, you know, when you a young boy, your mom got to make sure that you get fed. So she was making sure I got fed. I had to eat at the table. After that, we had a family room that we called the den. So we ate in the den, you know, we get our food or whatever. Like when I was younger, my mom served us the food. Put the food on your plate. After a while, I was like, nah, you know what the food is. You know what the food is, utensils is. So you get how much you want or whatever. You know, you go for yours. And it's making me ask myself, was that symbolic of the family being disjointed, being disconnected, not being in communication with each other? Because I don't remember I watch shows like the Brady Bunch, the Partridge Family, and blah, blah, blah. They all ate at the kitchen table. They talked. Clink, clink, clink. You know, they always made sure that you could hear the knives and the forks and the spoons hitting the plate. Clink, clink. Clink, clink, clink. So I think about it, that I never made it back to the kitchen table. I never made it back to the kitchen table. But did that symbolize that we weren't in communication with each other? It definitely had to symbolize that everybody wasn't on board with what was happening in the family with each individual member at all times. I will say that. There's no way. There's no way it could have been like that, because if we're not in a central place where everybody puts their stuff out there, then I didn't really think it was a big deal until one day, or should I say one time. My daughter lives in New York, so she comes down to see me in the summertime, holidays, shit like that. And when she came down one year, she had to be about, I want to say 7 or 8 years old. And she was like, I'm getting her food together or whatever. And I'm like, I'm giving her food. I'm thinking she's going to go back up to her room and eat it. And she was like, Dad, can we eat at the table? And I was like, the table? It took me back a little bit. I was like, eat at the table? All right. I wanted to ask, like, what for? As a father with the daughter, I should have known what for, right? But I live by myself, and I definitely didn't eat it. I never, ever ate at my dining room table. Matter of fact, it wasn't ready for eating. It had shit all over it and all of that. Yeah. So I was like, all right, well, I had to move shit out of the way. I was like, all right, so do we need to set the chairs up so we next to each other and eating? Or do we need to face each other? Or am I going to sit at the head of the table and you on the side? It was, she messed me up with that a little bit, but it went down and everything was cool. But then I had to think like, oh, at her house, they eat at a certain time at the table. But it made me wonder, do they talk to each other? Because I'm thinking that the significance of eating at the kitchen table is that, you could talk to y'all could talk about what happened, what's going on in your lives, and whether you're talking about school or social issues, or, whatever families talk about, family business, who's doing well, who's messing up, who broke something, who telling on people. It was all right. The kitchen table. So here we are talking about the kitchen table in your house. Well, first of all, this is the question that I want to ask y'all. Is the kitchen table a place to eat for families? Like, if you don't have a family, is it necessary to eat at the kitchen table? Are there more viable options? Like, does everybody just go their own way unless you have a family? And I mean a family with kids. A family with kids. I mean, not to slight anybody or whatever, but a family ain't really a family if you ain't got no kids in it. Like, what kind of family is that? All right, yeah, we married and we're family to each other. We're related, by contract, by marriage certificate, by God, but there ain't no blood in it. You know what I mean? You have a family, you got kids. More than likely, kids gonna bring in other shit that confirms that it's a family. Pets, friends, kids wanting to spend the night, stuff like that. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Is eating at the kitchen table just for family with kids, or like, have you ever been in a situation where y'all still ate at the kitchen table regardless? Like maybe you had roommates and y'all decided, well, we roommates, I'll cook. Maybe one person in the roommate situation did the cooking. Or maybe y'all had an agreement where y'all cooked on certain nights. Like, all right, well, listen, I'm cooking this tonight. Y'all down with that? All right, I'm gonna cook this tonight. We gonna eat at 7:00. Everybody gonna be home? All right, bet. It could be like that. But maybe the kitchen table is significant. Maybe it's symbolic of something. Maybe it's something bigger than a lot of people understand. And maybe Maybe that could explain some of the things that's going on out here these days that's causing a disconnect between people. Now with social media and stuff like that, we connect with people that we don't know more than people that we do know. I suspect by the looks of things, that's what's going on. All right. Okay, Mr. Joker says, I'm German and Italian, and both sides for my mom and dad have days for dinner where we come all together, mandatory. Okay, all right. TK Wright says, we ate dinner together until my kids became adults. Okay. Grown Woman Don't Try Me says, my dad always put food on the table and we served ourselves. Okay, all right. TK Wright says, we haven't done it in over the last year or two because of my work schedule. We just had a conversation 2 days ago about how we are going to go back to eating dinner together. I'm excited to make this happen. All right, that's what's up. Okay. CK Wright says, grown woman, when I cook, I serve everyone unless it's the holidays. And Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious, the greatest pearl in the world, she says, my parents and siblings ate at the table every meal. My children ate at the table every day until we moved into an apartment and had no room for a table. Even then, we prayed and ate together. Yeah, this is some shit here. All right. B Dubs 227 says, what's up, Mr. Puff? WWE 2K24. All right, I got nothing for that. But thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Lyle Gabadon says, what's up? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? I'm voting for Kamala. I'm not voting for the orange. I don't care what he do. He could directly put money in my account. He ain't getting my vote. You know what I mean? I ain't getting my vote. He sucks. TK Wright says, I prefer round oval tables because it makes it easier to talk to one another. You know what? Let me do this. This is what I didn't do. Do it like this. We're gonna do it something like this. Because on this phone that I'm using for the camera, it don't really like you touching the screen a lot. And I'll mess around and I don't want to mess around and do nothing. So I'm gonna keep it funky. That's what I'm gonna do. McGuine, keep it funky. All right, so let me see what y'all saying. Okay, I got it. I caught it. All right. TK Wright says, I prefer a round table because it makes it easier to follow one another. I mean, talk to one another. B-Dev says, I am so happy right now. Go you. All right. Grown Woman says, my husband and I sometimes eat at our kitchen table. And it's just the two of y'all? Okay. And Kaija says, hope you're having a good day. You're doing wonderful. That's what's up. Appreciate you. And B-Dub says anti-gay and anti-destruction. Okay. You got me wondering if one is supposed to symbolize the other. Tom Moon says sending good vibes from NC. North Cackalack all up in the house. Was good. What's good? Sector O. What up? Okay. So let me do this intro. I ain't do no intro. Let's do this. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this. The Urban Therapy with Sun Show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is a Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun752, aka Omad with the and if you can't say Omad with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, we are talking about the kitchen table or not. The kitchen table or not. Yo, you shoot your shot and give it all you got. It's the kitchen table. That's where we congregate. That's where we eat. And that's where we ate. Yo, we got straight. We talked about the things that happen during our day. We do it that way. And I say that I like it that way. And I stay where I stay. And it made me stay there because I didn't want to leave. Because I felt like the family was all that I ever really needed. And well, nowadays, there's a lot of unorthodox shit and then purple haze. Maybe sometimes we got to switch it up, but is it better the old way? Probably up. Now, no, nowadays there's a disconnect. Don't know what's going next, man. Disrespect. Everybody trying to go for self. It's got a bad for your physical and mental health. The wealth that I share, or should I say, the wealth that I have here, I probably won't share because there ain't nobody in the crib right here. So I feel like I'm always on my own, eating at the table, all alone, probably on the couch, eating a little something. You know, I'm watching a little TV, turn on the game, man. Yeah, that's how we doing, leaving the ruins. Got 1, 2, 3, 2, and let's get into it. Let's get into it. The kitchen table or not. Do y'all feel like your families were stronger or your families are stronger because you eating at the kitchen table? Is there a different motivation for eating at the kitchen table besides the tradition that you grew up with? You know, because what if you didn't grow up eating at the kitchen table? And I'm sure that there are families out there that probably did not eat at the kitchen table. Did it mean that their families weren't strong? Maybe we should try to define what a strong family is. Let me ask y'all that. What is your definition of a strong family? What is a strong family to you? What does it look like? How do they act? How do they compare to what a weak family might look like to you? B-Dub says everything happens. You follow your heart or intuition. Interesting. And Locatina, hola Locatina, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, Locatina? What's going on, ma? And Tom Moon says, okay, all right. So we here. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit the like button, share the show, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. So, yeah. Are we eating at the table because we were taught to eat at the table, or do we see something more to it? Are we utilizing the kitchen table for what it's worth or what it's there for? Are we? What's a strong family to y'all? What is a strong family? How many strong families do you know? What makes them strong? Are they strong because they stick together? Are they strong because they take after one another? Are they strong because they work out a lot? Are they strong because the inner workings of their families are just different? Or are they strong because they have a strong financial situation or foundation? Okay. Sector O says, I believe a strong family communicates and follows through decisions together. That's a pretty good definition. Let me read that again. I believe a strong family communicates and follows through decisions together. Okay. Brett Hudson says, shout out to Brett in UK listening. That's what up. That's what's up. Thanks for coming through, Brett from UK. Thanks for coming through, Brett from UK. All right, I like that definition of a strong family. I'm definitely feeling that. That's a good look. All right, but if we start talking about communication, what is communication to us? Because communication can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. What is communication to us? You know, like, let me ask a more specific question or an easier question, because, you know, I don't want to start jabbing at y'all, but I want to know. Do you feel like in a family, especially a family where all of the children are still in school, do you think that everybody in the family should know what's going on with each other? The same, and now think about that for a second, because we're talking about not only communication, but we're talking about transparency. So should we know that I don't know, little man got chicken pox the same way as we know that Crystal got a period for the first time? I mean, you know, do we need to establish boundaries, or should there be a strong foundation of communication and transparency in the family? Are there things in the family that only certain family members should know? Now, you know how it's going to play out. Even if everything is out in the open in some kind of way, you know that certain brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts and uncles, even mom and dad, they're going to have their own little thing going on. They're going to have their own little private thing going on. What do y'all think? What do you think? Should everybody in the family know what's going on? Should you know that such and such messed up yesterday or last night and didn't wash the dishes, so such and such had to wash the dishes for him? Such and such had to take an ass whipping for what such and such didn't do. Should everybody in the family know that such and such got suspended, and either mommy and daddy or both are going to have to leave work early or go to work late or not go to work that day to take them back to school, reinstate them back to school, talk to the teachers, keep them from getting kicked out, you know, shit like that. Are we talking total transparency in a family? What y'all know? What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Because I guess when I'm thinking about the kitchen table, I'm thinking like, all right, since we at the kitchen table, we feeding ourselves, we're nourishing our body. God, thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. May it make me stronger physically and mentally. God, thank you for all the gifts of love and life you have given us. May we use those gifts of love and life to help our loved ones and those who are less fortunate than we are. That's how I pray anyway. God, thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. May it make me stronger physically and mentally. God, thank you for all the gifts of love and life you have given me. May I use those gifts of love and life to help my loved ones and those who are less fortunate than I am. That's how I pray. So should the lines of communication be all out there for all to see? Should the lines of communication be out there for all to see? All right. B-Dub says the disease and communication relationship between family and those closest to them is mutual suspicion. That's heavy. That's heavy right there. And Sector O says probably not. Okay. Kaisha says, can you say hi to me? Well, I gave you a shout out. So you looking for something special? Kaija. Hi, Kaija. What up, Kaija? M. Dot says, how hot is Crystal? David VFXX says, you You need a longer chain. You need a longer chain, Oh yeah? All right, we're gonna work on it. I'll tell you what. All right, I need a longer chain. All right, you know what? Forget these. Here go a longer chain. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch it up to this. Fuck it. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do forget the gold. Forget the gold. Forget the gold. We're gonna do it. We're gonna bring the daily go-getterism to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Matter of fact, y'all getting dressed too. What's up? What's up? Let's do it. Which cow bone necklace do you want to wear? Which cow bone necklace do you want to wear? Is it the one on the left? This one, the one in the middle, that one, the one on the right, that one. Let me know right now how it's going down. This one on the left, right here. Look at the structure. Yeah. I said this one in the middle looks kind of hot. Got the dark spots. Yeah, like it a lot. This one on the right. Yeah, we gonna keep that thing kind of tight. Which one? TK Wright says middle. Naturalista Rap popped up in here. She says the middle. We about to do the middle. Matter of fact. This the middle. Yeah, we going with the middle. Hey, diddle. We going with the middle. Hey, diddle. The one in the middle. All right, stick your neck out. Come on. Stick it. All right, let's go. We switching it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Switching up. God. Hey, yo, God, yeah, switch it up a little something. Let me give y'all the ocular proof. And let y'all know that we here for real. Okay. Well, look at you. Look at you. Somebody looking real good tonight. Yeah, they shining. Yeah, really shining bright. I said, somebody's looking really good today. Yeah, you hear what I say? That's how we play. I said, somebody's looking really kind of fine. Yeah, the necklace on my neck is all mine. Ladies looking pretty, looking beautiful, looking gorgeous, looking lovely, looking sweet, looking sexy. Brothers out here looking handsome, looking debonair, looking fly, looking type suave out there. Yeah, you looking good. Yeah, Naturalista Rap says we cute. Absolutely. Abso-smurfly. All right, now let's where was I? Back to our regularly scheduled program. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. We're talking about the kitchen table or not. The kitchen table or not. Let me get back to what I was talking about. All right, I stopped at you need a longer chain, Unc. Okay, let me get y'all up closer. Loca Tina says we eat at the table, yes, for sure, but each at his or own time. Oh, okay. So you have to eat at the table, but y'all don't have to eat at the table at the same time. All right. Okay, you know what? Okay, all right. Let's go with that. What up, Wisdom? And Mert Pharaoh? Do you like the rapper Exhibit? He was okay. He had a few songs, you know what I mean? But if you think about it, Exhibit blew up more with the Pimp My Ride thing than his records. He had a few bangers. So my short answer is yes, I like Exhibit. Grown Woman says some things in the family should be confined to the people in the immediate family. Okay. She also says everybody has a few messy family members. I'm just saying. Facts. All right. Wisdom says most important for a family is circle, boundary, and honesty. Between all its members, husband, wife, and kids are circle. Even their mom not allowed. Well. Grown Woman said, cowboys, yes. That's what I'm talking about. All right. B Dub says, what about the broken home people? And that's what we need to talk about that. We do. We need to talk about that. Nazar Lisa says, you know, I be multitasking. I ain't know. You know, you in the background, you go chilling, you like this. I'm like, yo, somebody out there. I've seen. How we know? We don't know who it is. Yeah, you sure somebody? Yo, man, somebody out there. I'm telling you. I think it's her. I don't see it. I don't see. I don't know if she out there. Yo, somebody out there. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? I thought I heard something. All right then. All right then. All right then. I'm just saying. You're playing the background. We don't know what's going on in the background. Arthur Klein says hello from Cologne City, Germany. Germany is all up in the house. What's up, Aleman? You know, Germany is Aleman in Spanish. That's what's up. All right, Pete Garrity says family is wisdom, strength, and courage. Interesting. That's an interesting definition. Spizzle, what up, Spizzle? What up, Spiz? All right, so the reason I asked about, you know, the transparency in the family thing is because right now, like in my family, you know, with dealing with certain things that's going on with my mom, me and my sisters have to be in constant communication because we found that when we're not in constant communication about what she's going through and what's happening with her, then we're getting different stories, and it's causing a real communication breakdown. So I'm, you know, they call me on the phone like, yo, mommy going through this and this ain't happening, and why you ain't doing, and come to find out that they didn't get the right story at the right time from the right person. So we're finding ourselves having to clean up stories, clear up stories, add clarity to things, and bring some truth to power. You understand what I'm saying? So it made me start thinking like, well, maybe had we been communicating more with each other from the beginning, we wouldn't always be having to not be on the same page, because right now we have to make sure that everybody knows exactly what's going on. Like, it's not an option anymore. But we're out of practice and we still fucking up with it. Phone calls ain't being made, group text ain't being texted, you know, things like that. So I'm like, all right, so what about a strong family that's already into that? They already know what's going on. Yeah, I know why such and such not talking today. They got in trouble. That's why they was at the dinner table not saying shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, got caught cheating on a test, got suspended for fighting, getting bullied at school, mad because they didn't, you know, mommy or daddy didn't buy them a video game. You know, I know it's hard for some people to deal with people being in their business. At the same time, if you really think about it, most of the things that we keep secret is kind of dumb shit. Think about it. It's ego-centered shit. You know, like, I don't want nobody, you know, they ain't got to know that I bought a pair of shoes from Payless. You bought a pair of shoes from Payless when Payless was out. I mean, did you like them? Did they fit? I mean, was it working with your outfit? I mean, that's your business. Or Silly shit. You know what I mean? Look how many people try to hide pimples, blemishes. You'll wind up spending a lot of money and emotional energy trying to hide your little flaws. And why are you trying to hide your flaws? Do you think in your heart of hearts that you're perfect? Probably not. But you don't want to get teased, and more than likely there isn't even anybody out there that's trying to tease you, but you don't know that and you're not concentrating on that. You're just trying to protect yourself from any type of ridicule, ribbing, getting bust on, teased, getting your feelings hurt. Nobody likes to get their feelings hurt, and I get it. But who is best to protect you from the rest of the world than your family? And if your family is at the kitchen table and they know what's going on with you, then your family members, who hopefully are always on your side, can do the best job at making sure that you are taken care of, that they can brainstorm amongst themselves. They can bring little ideas to you. They can help you get through whatever you're going through. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thinking. Evidently everybody doesn't think like that, because like I said, I don't eat at the kitchen table. And I've been in other people's houses. Where you ever been in somebody's house where the kitchen table is, where the dining room table is always set, plate is there, the fork, the knife, the spoon is all set up perfectly like they're expecting company? No, they just set the table. The table is set for nobody to be there. That's not where they eat. They might eat on the couch in the living room while watching a movie or watching a game or something like that. That would be me. I ain't ate dinner without watching TV. I don't know how long it's been. Even when I go out to eat, they have TVs in a lot of the places. When I'm at work, if I'm eating at work, I got my tablet ready. Throw it on the Wi-Fi. I'm watching something on YouTube. I might be watching myself. I'm watching something. Battle rap videos. So I don't know. But as far as the kitchen table is concerned, we may do things that work for us. It doesn't mean that it's going to work for everybody, and doesn't necessarily mean there might not be a better way or a way that you haven't considered. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. All right. Manifest reality. What up, manifest reality? Grown woman don't try me says things get lost in translation sometimes. Facts. Manifest reality says happy Saturday, Sun 752. All mods and chat. That's what's up, man. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And manifest reality says some uncomfortable moments have to become comfortable. I totally 100% agree with that. And they say ways in which things are avoided, we have to work harder and things start getting a little lighter. Yeah. Once you realize that your little secrets and your little private things are not going to kill you if they become public, it's going to make you uncomfortable, and you may blame some people for putting you out there. But once you realize that it ain't gonna kill you, it ain't really gonna hurt you, it ain't gonna do nothing, it ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing. You'll start to be all right. Manifest reality says I always like using myself as an example. It's always good to do that. Grown woman don't try me says yes. My aunts always had their table set. Did anybody eat at the table? It's just set. You watch them. You can't have it there set for so long, start getting dusty. So you got to wash them, set the table again for nobody to sit there. What's good? What we doing? What we doing? Shirley Cheryl said traditional setup word. Natural Lisa Rap says we ate on the couch. Did y'all eat on the couch with the trays, with the food trays, with the plate on it, or did you just throw the plate like, yo, you gotta have a steady hand and a nice steady leg? Yeah, I mean, throw the plate on. Yeah. Yeah. Which one? Let me know. Let me know. Manifest Reality says, as close as I am with my children, whom are both young men, I find myself digging these days, and then corning them. Oh, or you probably mean cornering them. But then once we talk, we're good. Okay. Grown woman says, worst thing I ever did was buy a recliner for my hubby. Now that's where he eats and watches TV. LOL. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It worked. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't arguing, y'all ain't fighting. Sound good to me. All right. Shirley Cheryl says, just for show, tables remind me of the couches that are in plastic and still can't be sat on. Make you say why. It was for the look, baby. It was just for the look. It was for the look. You know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? The furniture had to last a long time. And you know what's funny? Because the furniture back in the day was good furniture. It was going to last anyway. This little potential wicker front furniture that they make nowadays, that shit ain't going. Even if you put plastic on that shit, it ain't going to last. That shit ain't sturdy. That shit ain't sturdy. The furniture from back in the day, remember, it was heavy. All that furniture, you moved the couch back in the day. That couch was the hard, long, square couch. That thing was heavy. Like, what is inside of this couch? Even the cushions, when you took the cushions, the seat cushions out, you're like, yo, this thing got weight. What was inside them? That wasn't regular foam inside of them cushions. Okay. Manifest Reality says, yes, a grown woman, don't try me. That recliner is and can cause an issue. Grown woman says, sometimes we come in and eat and there was no room in the kitchen. Okay. All right. Wisdom says, family mainly needs selflessness and sacrifice for one another is important to strengthen the whole family, but that is not possible if the family size is big. So husband, wife, children is a family model. All right. Manifest says, wisdom, especially when the other family is away and you can't really corner them like you desire. Talking to them over the phone is room for them to end conversation easily. Okay. Well, yeah. The kitchen table or not. The kitchen table or not. By the way, y'all can call into the show if y'all like to call into the show, give your 2 cents. You know, if you have something to say, you got something on your mind, you want to tell a story, you want to paint a picture, you want to do a little rebuttal, I invite you to call in, and the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Call 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak, and then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on and do the damn, do the damn thing. This is the Urban Therapy with Son show, and we're talking about the kitchen table or not. Is it important for families to eat at the kitchen table? Is it important for families to eat at the kitchen table? So if there is a mother and a father in the house, if it is a nuclear family, you have the mom, the dad, the kids, is it important to y'all personally? I guess this is more of a personal question. Would you require everybody to be there before y'all ate? Would the kids get in trouble if they weren't there at dinner time? Did any of y'all grow up in houses where if you wasn't there at dinner time, guess what? I hope you got something wherever you were, because we eat at this table. That's it. We eat at the table, and when you're there, you eat. You ain't there? I mean, I hope we had some stored for later. You can hit the refrigerator, warm something up, and all of that. Huh? I don't, some families were strict. Some families was strict. Manifest Reality says, oh my gosh, they get me every time. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, but yeah, like, do you have to? Do you have to make sure that you're there? Or what if the mom or the dad works a crazy schedule where maybe sometimes they have to do overtime, or maybe they had to accept a position where it's not going to be possible for y'all to eat together? Like mom or dad took a position on second shift, so they don't go in to work until 3 or 4, and they're not going to be home until midnight or later. So one thing is for sure, those gender roles are going to kick in, because whoever is at home in the house is going to have to be the one responsible for making the dinner. Unless you're the type that's so tight, you'll make sure that you make all the dinner before you go to work and get everything set up so they can just go ahead and dig in while you're at work. And I've known that to be done. My mom was that type. She cooked every night, so you ain't have to worry. Grown woman says, when my mom was alive, that was it. Everybody at the same time. You slow, you blow, and you be hungry. You be hangry. You be hangry, not hungry. And Manifest Reality says, in my home, I always had a firm schedule, but my late husband traveled, so I had things covered, and we still kept things going. Okay, all right. So you was hangry. My brother got home at 8 o'clock. He thought he was going to eat, but wasn't a lot left over. You ain't eating leftover. You should have been at the table. I'm telling no fable. You ain't willing to able to feed your late. Yo, you should have been here, but you was out there trying to hate, trying to date, doing whatever you was doing. You ain't got nothing more important to be here than, but you wasn't here. And I guess you ain't going to eat today, my dear. Yo, it really sucks to be you. I bet you do better tomorrow. Yeah, I bet you do. It's so damn sad that you went out like you was somebody's dad. Yeah, you don't get no special favors or features. Yeah, you ain't eating a damn morsel. You tried to get some sardines and some pickles like you were pregnant. Look up. Yo, it's getting bad out here for these late ass kids. Looking mad out here. And I'm sorry that you didn't eat today, but you ain't going to die today. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. You ain't going to end up like an African today. And I ain't talking about all Africans. I'm talking about the one that got the flies on their eyes. You know what I'm talking about. No disguise. It's like oh, chill. All right. Sometimes they have strict rules. Has strict rules. Grown woman says, when my children were young, I cooked every day. Okay, that's what's up. Wait. And she also says, my mom kept the leftovers or the next day. Sorry, Charlie. You get to eat that tomorrow. Yeah, you gotta chill. Just Nature. What up, Just Nature 1890? What's going on? Thanks for coming through. Manifest says, or go outside and eat some herb. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, she did not say, or go outside and eat some earthworms. That's an option? Yo, I wasn't ready for all that. I wasn't ready for all of that. But yeah, so yeah, dinner time is set. And dinner time used to be what, 6:30? You know, there was a time in American history, from what I understand, that if the phone rung, and we talking way before cell phones was a thing, if the phone rung during dinner time, it was like disrespectful. So it was a understood thing that people ate around 6 o'clock. Just Nature says 4 p.m. That was y'all dinner time? Wow. That was 4 o'clock. Okay. He said, and it's still, damn, that ain't that kind of early for dinner though? That's early. It's early. Everybody is home by 4 p.m. Wow. Manifest says, that's what you would hear when I was little, when my kid's uncle wasn't home in time. Eating with Nana in the South. I woke up at 3 a.m. Oh, I wake up at 3 a.m. Okay. Well, if you wake up at 3 a.m., yeah, I guess by 4 p.m., yeah, the stomach is on some rumble jumble. I guess you had, but by then, have you had breakfast and lunch already? Or did you just eat 2 meals a day? Some people only eat one. Depends on how it's set up. All right, but I'm just thinking, like, in terms of most people's work schedule, mandatory 4 o'clock eating schedule might be a little difficult. Breakfast at 5 or 6 for me. Okay. Wow. Okay. I see what we're doing here. You see what we're doing? I see what we're doing. Wisdom says, I cook for my wife and family on the weekends, and my son helps in preparing rice and makes coffee, and we have some roles to help each other, and we all have some roles to help each other. We all move and eat on the weekend. Okay. Manifest says, yes, our dinner is 6 p.m. Only push now a little over because my grands have sports and after school. Okay, that makes sense. Shirley Cheryl says, when I was little, we had the kitchen table with the drawers. My brother used to hide his vegetables and whatever else he didn't like until he got caught. I think that's the only time I snitched. For shame. He felt no shame. I ain't eating them veggies, that's the game. And I don't know why she cooking us peas. I ain't eating none of that shit, sleeves. And I ain't eating none of them broccoli. I ain't doing none of that shit. You can't stop me. Can't make me. No baked beans. No, none of that shit. I seen a better way to eat. I'ma eat the meat, but there's better not be liver, cause the shit give her Motherfucking chills. I ain't eating that shit. You see how it looks before it gets cooked. It's real. Shit is all bloody. Look kind of crazy. I don't think we should be eating that. Plus, it tastes like a rat. And I ain't eating no rats. I ain't Asian. Not saying that all Asian eats rats, but you know that. Some do. And I seen them cook the shit too. Looks kind of crazy. Would you eat it? No, I wouldn't do. But it is what it is. I had to hide my vegetable. And what I did, kept it on a low. Cheryl turned around the O and said, yo, he hiding the vegetables. There they go. That shit spilling all out the drawer. That shit is unsanitary. What you do this shit for? You gonna mess around and get all our ass whipped. And I ain't with none of bullshit. I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I ain't taking no ass whooping. Hold on. We gonna do this. Fuck this. I said, I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. Yeah, you did this shit, so you got to do it. So I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I said, I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I said, I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. You did this shit, now you know how it go. The last time I took an ass whooping for my brother, he wouldn't do this shit for me, and there is no other. Nobody that's gonna have my back. When we got a little older, we had each other's back like that. But when we was young, we didn't be in all kinds of trouble, and I wasn't with that shit. I smacked the bubble out of your cheeks. You're laughing, kiki. Get the fuck out of here. Who the hell does he? The thing is no ass whooping for the kids. Who you think he is? No ass whooping for kids. Who you think he is? No ass whooping for the kids. I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I won't take no ass whooping for my bro. I think you really know how it goes. I ain't taking no ass whooping for my sis. Yeah, it's a bunch of madness. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I said, I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I said, I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I said, I ain't taking no ass whooping for my bro. I ain't take no ass whooping for my bro. I said, I ain't take no ass whooping for my bro. I said, I ain't take no ass whooping for my bro. No, hell no. Would you take an ass whooping for your brother? Then would you take an ass whooping for your brother? No. Yes, no. No. Yes, no. No. Yes, no. I'm not taking no ass whooping for my bro. I remember one time my mom hit me when she was mad. I was like, yo, she was whooping me like my dad. Now, I ain't even do nothing. I took one for the team. That's the last time I do that shit and a team. Y'all was mad for me because I wouldn't go to jail and eat the cake. Yo, get the hell about my face. I'm not getting my ass warmed another time for y'all motherfuckers because y'all always doing a stupid crime. Yeah, the family crime. Yeah, who broke the lamp? Mom came through when she was mad ass. Yo, getting out the belts and shit. I really felt that hit. No ass whooping for my bros. I said, no ass whooping for my bros. I said, no ass whooping for my bros. I ain't taking no ass whooping, taking off my clothes. I said, no ass whooping for my bros. I said, no ass whooping for my bros. I said, no ass whooping for my bros. I ain't taking another ass whooping. I'm just saying, say yes. And yo. Yo. I done took my last hit for you, say. Nah. I said nah. I've never made pancakes in my house. Only time I eat pancakes is when I go to IHOP. I swear to God, I don't eat pancakes in no other way, at no other time, in no other place. Cheryl said, she said no one will eat if she didn't find out. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. It says, thank goodness I was able to get all my babies to enjoy nearly all veggies by having them grow them with me. Okay, that's what's up. All right. Grown woman says, manifest, my children love vegetables more than meats. Wow. All right. Grandma's house was always dinner at 4 when grandpop got home from work. All right. Manifest, and they're still that way today. Just Nature says, I turn my phone off after 4. Wow. Don't contact me after the sun goes down. Don't let the sun go down on me. Okay. All right. Grown woman says, everybody got a whooping when someone did something wrong. So whoever did get whooped, so whoever did got whooped too. Don't say you didn't do it. Solidarity. All right. Solidarity. All right. Line up for that ass whooping. Ow, 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 ow. The real question is, are you mad at the fact that you got the ass whooping today? Are we holding grudges? Are we holding grudges with our siblings for the ass whoopings that we took for them? Would we take an ass whooping for them today, or we just going to make sure, like, look, don't get your ass whooped. We'll come through and whoop ass, but for all the ass whoopings we took, you shouldn't be getting your ass whooped outside the home. I will not accept ass whoopings outside the home. No. No. Cheryl says, wait. I would have took an ass whooping for my bro, but not giving up my home cooked meals for him. I wouldn't have the voluptuous figure I have today. Please sing that song. Oh my God, this is... Hold on. Hey. Yeah. I told her that. Mm-hmm. Oh, I told her to sign up, but but yeah, I told her to discharge because he asked, could she do her area? I said, hell no, you crazy? All right, but I gotta go though. Bye. All right. That was my agent. Yeah, it was my agent. I tell you. I'm booking these dates. I'll tell you. Oh, but yeah, Chrome says IHOP sucks with their pancakes. I like the cheese, the New York cheesecake pancakes. Them shits be good. Them joints be good. Maybe you should try them. Let me see. Locatina says, I never got hit, but my brothers would cover for each other, and I would do my best to prove they lying to my mom. Well. But did y'all eat at the table together? Because something tells me that y'all didn't. This was a table divided. This was a dinner table divided. I ain't sitting next to her at the dinner table. She a snitch. She a rat. My sister's a rat. My sister's a rat. You got a rat sister? Yes, yep. That's where they got the term hood rat from. She's a house rat. Oh, you got rats in your house? Yup, one. One. Light skin rat up in the house. No, she's not a white rat. She's a light skin rat. All right, man. All right. So yeah, the kitchen table or not. The kitchen table is where it gets hot. I don't know. All of the families that I knew that grew up with a single parent didn't necessarily mean that they didn't eat at the kitchen table, because sometimes a single parent situation, well, people who are in a single parent situation will try harder to make sure that their family stays together, because really they're all they have. And shout out to all of the parents out there that have tried to impress that upon their kids. You know, stay together, look out for each other, realize that we are our own guidance, our own protectors, our own we all we got. After us, things are going to start to get loose, and you will find that out the hard way. So shout out to all the parents that preach unity to all of their kids amongst each other. All right, Locatina says, yeah, me and my brothers are cool, always have been. That's what's up. Yeah. The kitchen table. I never saw a situation that was more like, I don't know, like the Brady Bunch. You know, when you really think about it, a lot of times the media, movies, TV, radio, any media outlets did a lot to try to shape our views on how family is supposed to be. And sometimes it mirrored what we were, but a lot of times it didn't. And mostly because most of the times that we were, most of the shows that we were watching weren't in our image. In other words, they weren't our people. They wasn't black. They wasn't Hispanic. That's not what we saw on TV. So speaking of what we saw on TV, on the Cosby Show, I don't remember them eating together at the Cosby Show. Do you? On the Cosby Show. I mean, you got to go to the Cosby Show because that's the go-to black show when you start talking about a family. The Jeffersons had a family, but they were so busy moving on up and into a deluxe apartment in the sky. But I know for a fact they didn't eat each other. They didn't even have a dining room. Think about that. They had that little table in the kitchen. All that money they spent on that goddamn apartment, they ain't had no dining room. Yo, you ever peeped that about the Jeffersons? No dining room. Where the dining room at? Mannequin challenge. Where the dining room at? Where the dining room at? The Huxtables didn't have a dining room. I didn't see no dining room there. That's what I'm saying. The Huxtables, they didn't eat with each other. Now, when they had their little anniversaries, they singing Ray Charles songs and everybody lip syncing and all of that. Where they ate? Where'd they eat? Where they eat? And where did they live? Wasn't they supposed to be living in Brooklyn? They ain't living no brownstone. That crib wasn't set. Where they live at? From what I understand, the crib that they taped it from was actually in New York, but was it? I don't know, man. I've been to homes in New York. They wasn't set up like that. They had a little too much room for a New York house. Kind of large. Where they live at? You're right. Good Times family would eat together. They sure did. Poor as shit. You know what I mean? Beans, no meat. Beans, no meat in the Evans household, but they ate together. The bedside brownstones are huge, but they're not set up like the Cosby Show. Like when you go into the bedside brownstones, most of them, when you go into them, you see this long. You go into this long ass door. You know, it's a double door and as long as shit. And you go into a vestibule, and normally you go into a hallway, and the living room is right off of there to the side. The steps are going up, and then you go to the whatever is going on in the back. In the Cosby Show, it wasn't no vestibule. You came right into the living room. You know what I mean? It was open. The steps was all the way on the side by the wall. And like, even the brownstones, they was big, but they wasn't wide. They wasn't open like that. My aunt lived in one. I've been in a few. So I don't know. I don't know. You said it depends on where you are in Bed-Stuy. Okay. I'm just saying. I've never been in a New York house that looked like the Cosbys. That was it was for TV, so they couldn't. I guess they had to have some open space. But they shit look more like a Philadelphia house. I ain't gonna bullshit you. It looked like a Philadelphia house. That house looked like any Philadelphia row home that you go into. Real shit. All right, what we got? Manifest says sparingly the Cosbys would be going in the kitchen doing things together, but it was never sit down together. True. Okay. You said Crown Heights brownstones, man. Brownstones are big, no doubt. But y'all know the structure of when you go in the house is a certain kind of way. I never seen it open like that, like on the Cosby Show. I never seen it. It's not. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You would have to knock down that big ass wall, you know, where you go into. All right, this is how you normally go into a brownstone and shit. Because we got brownstones in Philly too. So when you come in the house, like I said, this long ass double door. There's a long ass, you know. Then when you go in, you already in the vestibule. So then normally there's another door that puts you all the way into the house. The vestibule is like between the front door and that and the house. Then when you go in, then there's a little doorway over here where normally the living room is. So the living room goes all the way to the window, and it might be kind of big. It might not be all of that kind of big. Then the dining room is behind that. Then the kitchen be all the way in the back. There might be another room somewhere. I mean, it'd be kind of long, but it's not open. Like when you went into the Cosby house, it was open. It was just all the way open. In order for the brownstones to look like the Cosby Show, you would have had to knock out that wall. You would have had to knock out the wall, you know, so you could get everything there. But the Cosby's on the Cosby Show, the steps was on the right. So you came in the door, and then you went all the way over there to get to the steps. Normally in the brownstones, the steps are like near the door. The steps going right up. So you know, a lot of the brownstones was broken down into apartments. So, but the initial setup, it wasn't open like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What up, Tank? What's going on? All right. Okay. T. Carey Wright says, okay, all right. All right, listen. All right, cool. All right. Groman says, like my grandma cooked beans with only the meat. She cooked them. She cooked them with. We was we was poor. I. Shirley Cheryl says the show What's Happening had the dinner table time too. They sure did. Ain't that about a bitch? They was so real on What's Happening. They dad was in the picture. He just ain't live at the crib. Like they did not have a dad. They had a dad. Like my dad don't live here, but he cool. We cool. We good with dad. I like that about What's Happening too. And I peeped that out even when I was little. I was like, oh, all right, they got a dad. They got a dad. They ain't mad at their dad. You know what I mean? He don't seem to have been out of the picture for a long time and ain't been locked up or nothing. Vita B is all up in the house. What's going on, my? Good to see me some you. Word. And Prince Demon. Okay. Tank says, what the chains mean? The chains mean these are struggle bees. These are struggle bees. Real cow bones. Cow bone necklaces. You got on one too. Let me show you what you looked like earlier when we took the picture. Let me show you what you look like earlier when you took the picture. Yep. This is you. Looking quite spiffy there. That's you. Yeah, that did. Yeah, that's you. That's you. No, we ain't selling them. We ain't selling them. Not sold in stores. Not sold nowhere. You got to make them. TK Wright says that's like a New Yorker saying that all row homes in Philly look like South Philly row homes when some of them look like West Philly row homes. Most row homes do look the same. Now, what you have a difference in most row homes is the amount of rooms you have in the row homes. So you have 2-bedroom row homes, you have 3-bedroom row homes, and you have 4-bedroom row homes. What you don't have is 5-bedroom row homes. You don't have that. So it's 2, 3, or 4. Now you have the wider row homes, and you have the thinner row homes. You know, that's basically all that really separates one row home to another. One thing that all row homes have in common that pretty much qualifies them as a row home is that they are attached to another house. No spaces in between the houses, except in the backyard, you know, because the houses aren't joined together from front to back. They join together in the front. So, you know, in some row homes, like I was explaining with the brownstones, some row homes have a vestibule. My house, I live in a row home, had a vestibule when I first moved in here. I don't like a vestibule. I like to walk right in the house. So I knocked that down. Most row homes, when you see that you can come right in the house, almost all row homes had a vestibule. That's the way they made them. And that's a fact. That's the way they made them. So if you didn't want it like that, you brought your contractor in, knocked that shit down, smoothed everything out, and you know, that's how you came right in the house. But other than that, they all had row homes. I mean, they all have vestibules. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to, like I said, we had brownstones in Philly. I worked in a brownstone from 85 to 2007. It was a brownstone. Broad and Gerard and Carlisle, 1416 West Gerard Avenue. It was a whole row of brownstone. What separated one brownstone from another? Whether you knock down them walls or not. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you want to dispute that New York houses don't have, if you want to dispute that New York houses don't have a lot of room, I'm not even going to get into that argument. Like, there's no fucking question. Y'all don't have rooms. Why do you think people move out of New York? So they can finally have room. Too many people to have room. The houses aren't built with room. Y'all don't have space. I mean, you gotta fight about it. That's a fact. All right. I hated the fact that the Huxtables didn't have a dining room, but they had an office. How about that? Yeah. You're a whole doctor with your practice in your house. Shouldn't he have been locked up with patients all the time? Like, was Cliff independently wealthy or something? He had a whole lot of time for family, you know what I'm saying? But he was a whole physician. Tank says, why don't you sell custom jewelry, bro? Man, I ain't trying to do that shit. I ain't trying to do that shit. But I tell you what, if the demand increases like that, we can get a little something done. I put you on my connect. I put you on my plug. Naturalista Rap says, girl, let him have his thoughts. Okay. So New York houses are big with space. Yeah. That's right. It's all in my mind that it's like that. So all the New Yorkers I know that moved to Virginia, North Carolina, Philly, Philly. They all had the same reason. The same reason. I wanted a backyard. I wanted a porch. I wanted my kids to have their own room. You know, bigger than a cell. You're right. Grown woman says, mine did too, son, with a marble floor. That's what I'm saying. They built them a certain type of way. So yeah, the West Philly row homes are like the North Philly row homes. When somebody from West Philly get mad because you said that the West Philly row homes are like the North Philly row homes, they ain't mad because you describing the house. They mad because you describing the neighborhood. Out in West Philly, they think they better than people in North Philly. That's what they mad about. No, my house ain't like that. The houses around my way ain't like that. We got trees on my block. Well, guess what? North Philly got trees too, and big parks. You know, I guess if you grew up in West Philly, that meant that you had a job. I mean, your parents had jobs. Like everybody in North Philly, you know, we was just welfare kings and queens, just, you know, down here looking like Fort Apache, the Bronx. Shit. One thing that Philly is known for is big houses. You don't have to live in a row home. They got mansions in every fucking neighborhood in Philly. North Philly, if you want to take a walk with me right around my neighborhood, I live in Tioga. Mad mansions. Not big mansions. Singles. That's North Philly. I'm from Germantown. You know what that's about. So you got the projects around the corner, but you live in this mansion around here. Make it make sense. They designed it, not me. Okay. I'm from Laurelton, Queens. 5 bedrooms, 2-car garage, huge yard. I wasn't cramped up. New York City wasn't squished. It's all good. I was just adding what I know about the different Brooklyn Browns. One thing that y'all have in Queens are driveways. No argument there. Y'all definitely have driveways. A little ass crib and a driveway. Now you had a 5-bedroom. That's what's up. That's what's up. But you know, where my baby mom live at? She got a two car driveway. Backyard nice and big. Driveway nice and long. It's even gated. This shit's gated. It's nice. Big nice gate. You know, pull your car in, pull the other car in behind it. Nice. The house though? The house though, and all of the houses on the block, teeny weeny, itsy bitsy, straight lace. The house small as shit. You got all this land around you. You ain't got no house. Fuck that land. House. The bedrooms in the house. I tell you what, and I'm not bullshitting. Ain't no king size bed going in none of them bedrooms. Ain't no king size bed going in none of them bedrooms. Not a one. You might get it in there standing up. I'm just saying. And the rest of the houses on the block, I'm like, no, they well kept. You know what I mean? The iron security doors on them. You know what I mean? White, black. You know what I'm saying? You know, uniform. You know, they all got driveways. But need a little bit more house. That's all I'm saying. Need a little bit more house. I grew up in Northern Liberties, and the homes were huge. Now they've converted them into condos. Some of them. It's really sad what they did to the neighborhood gentrification. And you know what? You got to think about this. You know, speaking of gentrification, now here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing about that grown woman in Northern Liberties, which wasn't Northern Liberties back in the day, but you know, that's where the white people lived at. So we started moving down there. The white people moved out. Then they tore down all the houses. The white people start moving back in. They put up all these prefab houses, all these modernized prefab cribs. And it's like, so it was white before and it's white now, but now it was before it was white and affordable. And now it's white and only people from out of town really gonna move down there. That's ain't anybody trying to pay that rent. That shit crazy. TK right says all New York City isn't built equally, sir. I'm speaking from my personal multi-generational experience. Okay, cool. You know, I kind of am too, because I have family in Brooklyn, Harlem, and Queens. We had family in the Bronx, but we didn't go out there. So, but I see what you're saying. Of course, you being from there, you would have a big experience. But I spin through the blocks. So, just like there's more than row homes in Philly hoods, there's more than brownstones in New York, right? So, of course, I don't have my eyes on every single one. But if you're talking about the general consensus or the general landscape of the way that it's set up, I know that there's some truth in what I'm saying. All this came from, I was saying that the Cosby Show didn't look like most New York homes that I mean, this shit was wide. But you also have to totally consider that it was a TV set. It was a TV set. So no matter how you slice it, of course it wasn't like the regular house. They don't want that shit. They gotta make it the way they need it to be. Lights have to fit over here. Sound crew have to fit over here. Multi cameras have to. The cameraman has to be camera 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to take that into consideration too. So, like, I ain't dissing New York. Like, if I'm a diss New York, I'm a diss New you. Come on now. If I'm a diss. If I'm a diss New York, I'm definitely going to say like, oh, the New York don't look like the Cosby House. Just saying, ain't no beef. Girl woman says no, it was not. I was born in that neighborhood, and blacks and whites lived there in the 50s. TK right says, sis, they did that in Jamaica, Queens, tore down big houses to build tight hobbit houses. Yeah, that's where the money is. You know what I mean? You put central air conditioning in the house, and all of a sudden that shit worth $300,000. There is a website. Did they send me shit anymore? Redfin. There's a website called there's a real estate website called Redfin, and sometimes I go in there and I look at houses that are for sale in the city, see if anything out there catches my eye. I'm like, these little ass row homes and stuff like that. The houses that aren't row homes, man, you ain't getting none of them shits for under 300, 400,000. I'm like, this is crazy as shit. This is crazy, but all of the houses that they remodel look exactly the same. They're all gray, like charcoal, charcoal gray, like flooring, the walls. I'm like, what is this shit? Don't nobody. So let me get this straight. All of the houses that y'all selling look like all of the houses that y'all selling. There's no exclusivity in any of the houses. They all mimic each other. They all look exactly like each other. That's what they doing. That's what Redfin is doing. They ain't creating nothing new. That's what type time they on. But I want to say this in terms of the topic. What are the chances? Real shit. What are the chances that these new houses that are being built? TK Wright says that's what people want. I don't think that's what they want. I don't think that's what they want. Sometimes you sell things and make people want things that you're selling. Like if you wanted a house totally redone, rebuilt, and remodeled, and you see this house that's totally rebuilt, remodeled, and all of that kind of shit, it's going to appeal to you. But you ain't going to tell me that in the city of Philadelphia, thousands of people who are buying houses all want that color in their house. You're not going to tell me that. Most kitchens that I know of, what color are most people's kitchens? I'll give you a hint. It ain't gray. That's what it's not. What color do most people paint their kitchens? Now, this is an easy question. If you go in your kitchen right now, I bet you that your walls aren't painted gray. I'll bet you. Grown woman says all of the real estate websites are showing the same thing. Yeah. So I don't think that's what people want. I think that's what they're giving you. You know, they're not giving you a bunch of variety, because then that has an effect on the supplier that sells them things, because I'm sure they have a discount on that shit. So like, you buy this much from me and we'll give it to you for dirt cheap. And that allows them to refab a bunch of houses. You start adding in different colors and styles and all of that. Now, that's going to drive up costs, which is going to bring down profits. Then I don't think they want to do that. TK Wright says they want them because they think they look like the HD TV homes. Meanwhile, these new homes aren't even insulated well, and sometimes the foundations aren't built. True. She says they sold everything, everybody on everything being gray and quote unquote neutral. They sold everybody on the subway titles. It's weird. Grown woman says, I wish I could buy my childhood home at 234 with Wildy Street, a 3-story, 3 bedrooms, second floor, 2 bedrooms on the third, and attic. Wait a minute. I love that house. Memories of my mom and my dad. That's what's up. And TK Wright says, I can never live in a house like these prefab houses. I need individual. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna tell me that everybody is down with that shit. First of all, I wouldn't move in one of those cribs that was prefab. Like, nah, give me a little fixer upper, because we're about to do some fly shit. And the question that I asked, like, what color are most of y'all kitchens? I wasn't talking about none of those houses. Most kitchens that I've been in are either eggshell white or yellow. Some version of that. Like, people normally want their kitchens kind of bright. Not no funeral, you know what I mean? Some gray shit. That shit look like a bad day. Oh, okay. The LOL quote unquote. I'm walking and using talk to text. Never use talk to text. That's just, nah, you shouldn't. Never use talk to text. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want my crib looking like everybody else's crib. That's not gonna fly. That's going nowhere. But what I was getting at, was with these prefab houses, I'm pretty sure that they're probably not eating at the kitchen table. Now, can I know definitely that they're not? No. But most of the people who are moving in these places are single. Single, or, you know, don't have children. Is like, the shit ain't practical. You got to have money left over for the family. So those houses don't be looking like family cribs to me. And maybe I'm tripping, but when it comes to family, like, a certain kind of look comes to mind when it comes to family. You know, you can always tell when a house is lived in with parents and children, because it looks a certain kind of way. Shit ain't super straight. I mean, you're going to find a sock, or, you know, somebody threw their coat over there. A toy is out of place. A video game controller is, you know what I mean? Like, TK Wright says, mine is aqua and white with aqua glass Aqua glass tile behind the stove. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Something bright. Don't something that looks, I don't know, gives you a certain kind of feeling. Gray. I ain't saying gray is a bad color, but it's not good for your thoughts. Gray, everything gray. Mm-mm. It's like it's a certain energy coming out of that shit, and gray ain't, that shit ain't cutting it. Grown woman says, wouldn't want a prefab house. Glad we don't have hurricanes in PA because they wouldn't stand up in it. Well, we do have hurricanes. And they might not tear the house up, but they'll throw a tree down on that bitch. You probably think about tornadoes. We don't have those. But we do have tornado watches. Like, yo, tornado coming through this thing, man. You know what I mean? You got to make sure your shit right. Tornado watch. The tornado, we got too many hills and mountains in PA for the tornadoes to be able to materialize. But hurricanes, yeah, we done had some floods and yeah. Oh, you did mean tornadoes, okay, yeah. Grown woman says, if it's gray, you need a pop of color to make it feel like a home. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. Let's see if I can find one of them shit. Let me go on this one because. Going to my Gmail. Going to the Gmail. Oh, that's. All right. Redfin. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at this. You got to be kidding me. 209 East Upsall Street for $120,000. This shit must be fucked up inside. Let me see this shit. It's definitely not prefab. You can best believe that. Oh yeah. This kind of fucked up. But still, that's not. I would do it. Yeah, somebody just moved out of this. This house is lived in. I'm not sure if they gone. Are they gone? Yeah, you gonna spend another 100 getting it right. Look at they show the bathroom. Look at the bathroom. That shit crazy. Look at down by the side of the toilet. Can you see this shit? Hold on. Let me see if I can widen the picture. Yo, this what we doing? We posted pictures. This is full transparency. This what we doing? This the dinner table right here. That wasn't one of the prefab ones. Hold on. All right, this one is 315,000. I know. Let me see. Oh no, they did all right with this. This ain't bad. I never thought they could do nothing like this. All right, hold on. This one didn't. Somebody must have complained. Wait a minute, because that's not gray. Look at the floor. It's like aqua. The walls are white. When they start doing that, I tell you, people do anything to prove me wrong today. I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't know. They must have changed some shit up. Because you look at like this one, they got the gray floor, but you see they got the recessed lighting and all of that. So that's what I like. I like the recessed lighting and the ceiling and all that kind of shit. That's good shit. But the ones that they had before was all gray. Somebody must have said, listen, man, don't nobody want that shit. Somebody must have finally spoke up and said, nope. Don't nobody want that shit. All right, hold on. Hold on. Oh, no, that's lived in. 179. 440. $440,000. You know, lost a motherfucking mind. All right. I'm not getting what I want to today. Oh, this is a. Oh, hold on. This is 400 and. I'm sorry. 5927 Wayne Avenue. Now, this is what's up. Big ass crib. Man, where they going? It's hard to get a good view of it. And this is all the way up in Mount Airy, that part of Wayne Avenue. This ain't the Germantown Wayne Avenue. So they're not even showing the top of the house. I think that's interesting. 440,000. All right, we about to get on up out of here. We about to get on up. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. Get. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 14th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Letitia Paget Harris, happy birthday to you. And Nakia Wallace, happy birthday to you. And Gail D. Montgomery Watson, happy birthday. And Tracy Tyndall, happy birthday. And Tiffany Thurston, happy birthday. And Benatar Glaywulu, happy birthday. And Maria Lamb, happy birthday to you. And Tangi Walker, Wanda Turner Gray, Latoya McIntyre, no relation, but what up, cuz? Happy birthday to you. And Tamitha Glover, Heather Fenoy, Dolaney Pretty, Sarah Peters, Renee Gilliard, Go Getter Renee Gilliard, Marky Odom, and last but not least, Missy Tomo, my people's Missy Tomo. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that the day finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious September 14th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, to rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, yo, the kitchen table is where it goes down, but it's where it goes down right now. Yeah, back in the day, we would sit down. That's where we ate. And I state the damn thing that back in times, back in the day, yeah, times were great, but right now it feels like the family's full of hate. It's not that they don't like each other, but sisters ain't sisters like they used to do when brothers. Well, it's sort of like you depend on your friends. You don't you depend on your family again. I would like to say that I wish some things could be the back like back in the day, but they can't. We gotta move on. Maybe kitchen table is where we have to get it going. We could take a page from what we used to do before and maybe get a little more. But the tour that I take in my mind, I'm trying to find a better way for the family. But maybe I won't find that way. But going to keep trying. Everything is going to be all right. No denying. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow afternoon between 1 and 1:30. Promise tomorrow I'll be on time. So make sure y'all come on through. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right. So let's do it like this. Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobas. Wetback says, what up, old head? You old as fuck, bro. Says 60 years old. You know goddamn well I don't look no 60 years old. You don't even have to take that away. I wasn't even mad at it. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That shit was corny. It was corny, but it's okay. It's okay. Y'all have a good day. No exceptions. Have a good day. Yeah, no exceptions. All right. Take up, clock out of this job right here. Get this, go home. Take y'all shit over here. Take y'all uniform off. Everything is all good. You all right? You good? Everything straight? All right. Okay. So, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Wetback says you look good for your age. If you don't eat a dick, if you don't mother, holla.